This is the world news on your premium talk radio. Today, 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. I am Amaka Felix. Good evening. In the headlines, President Bola Tinubu defends his administration's economic reforms. CP Olugbenga Adekpoju urges community to establish community vigilante group whose members will be profiled. Niger Delta activist Chief Anans Sarah Igbe calls for real reconciliation between Minister of the Federal Capital Territory Nyesom Wike, his camp, and suspended Governor Siminalayi Fubara. And on the foreign scene, Bobby Wine to run for president again in Uganda. Details in a bit. President Bola Tinubu has defended his administration's economic reforms, saying he took some decisions to sustain healthy growth for Nigeria. Tinubu stated this at the State House in Abuja while receiving a special envoy from the Emir of the State of Qatar, Mohammed bin Abdulaziz Al Khulaifi. Tinubu noted that ongoing reforms to streamline Nigeria's tax system have made it easier for foreign investors to do business in the country. The president, in a statement by his spokesman, Bayo Onanuga, said Nigeria's partnership with Qatar could be improved by looking into food sovereignty and economic prosperity. Tinubu indicated Nigeria's readiness to build on the momentum generated by his state visit to Qatar in 2024, pledging to implement all bilateral agreements between the two countries. He directed the Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Senator Abubakar Atiku Bagudu, the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, and the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Yusuf Maitama Tagar, to work together to ensure the timely execution of the agreement. According to Tinubu, the Qatari government has demonstrated maturity and foresight in working for global peace and deserves commendation. Al Khulaifi, Qatar's Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, conveyed Amir's strong interest in expanding bilateral cooperation, announcing that a high-level Qatari business delegation would visit Nigeria in the coming weeks to explore opportunities in agriculture, food security, and other critical sectors. He also conveyed the Emir's desire to strengthen the strategic partnership with Nigeria, particularly in peace building, agriculture, and petrochemicals. He expressed pride in the current level of relations and looked forward to expanding both government-to-government and people-to-people ties. Abia State Governor Alex Oti has charged the men of the Nigerian Army to pay attention to intelligence gathering in order to nip issues of insecurity in the bud. Governor Oti gave the charge while receiving in audience a delegation of Course 47 of the Armed Forces Command and Staff College of Nigeria, led by the Deputy Commandant and Director of Studies of the Command, Rear Admiral Ufieko Uko. Oti reminded them that if intelligence is deployed properly, Nigerian security agencies will be able to nip in the bud criminality and insecurity. The governor described as interesting that Nigeria has foreign students coming to train in the country and said that it is a mark of confidence, adding that Nigeria has a disciplined and trained military, citing as an example of discipline how the military men in Abia have worked diligently with his government to eradicate crime and criminality in the state. OT, who congratulated the students and thanked the leadership for finding Abia worthy for the study tour, assured of his commitment to working with the security agencies in sustaining peace in Abia State. Speaking earlier, the Deputy Commandant and Director of Studies at the Armed Forces Command and Staff College of Nigeria, Rear Admiral Ufieko Uko, said that students of Course 47 were in Abia as part of the senior course curriculum called Environmental Study Tour of Nigeria Army with the theme Harnessing Grassroots Intelligence for Enhanced Internal Security. Oko said that the study tour would enable them to come to the field and consolidate on the theoretical teachings they have received in the college. The immediate past Vice President Yemi Osinbajo has emphasized the importance of service-oriented leadership in politics and governance, describing it as both imperative and a privilege. Osinbajo made this call while delivering the keynote address at the Rotary International District 9141 conference in Port Harcourt, River State, on the topic, the magic of connection, the imperative and privilege of service. Osinbajo stressed that politics should be centered on providing essential services such as quality education, accessible healthcare, and a robust social security system, which he described as basic rights of every citizen. The former vice president referenced Chief Obafemi Awolowo's introduction of free basic education in Western Nigeria as a historical example of impactful and selfless governance, noting that the policy was implemented despite its high financial costs. Recalling their role in drafting the All Progressives Congress APC manifesto in 2014, Professor Osinbajo said one of the key debates was around embedding a strong social investment program, which eventually led to initiatives like the National School Feeding Scheme, Trader Money, among others. The former vice president, Osinbajo, supported the view that a nation's greatness is measured by how it treats its most vulnerable citizens, just as he further decried the pervasive level of corruption on the continent of Africa and stressed that the continent is not lacking in talent, but rather suffers from the underutilization of its human resources. Addressing the elite, former Vice President Osinbajo issued a challenge for self-reflection, urging them to consider whether their achievements were born out of genuine service to others, and also called for better budget prioritization and fiscal policies aimed at improving the lives of the nation's most vulnerable populations. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has criticized the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, over the detention of a former member of the House of Representatives, Mohammed Kazore. In a tweet on his official X handle, the People's Democratic Party's elder statesman described Kazore's detention as a disregard for due process and respect to the Nigerian constitution. He said the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has once again plunged headlong into its well-worn pattern of lawlessness, arresting and detaining citizens with brazen disregard for due process and without offering any justification for its actions. He, Atiku Abubakar, cited the case of the Very Dark Man, which he said was released only after public outrage. He cautioned that even if there were legitimate grounds for arresting any citizen, such actions must adhere strictly to the rule of law, cautioning that the EFCC is duty-bound to publicly disclose the reasons for any arrest and must not detain individuals indefinitely under the guise of investigation. A group, Civil Society Legislative Advocacy Center, CISLAC, has urged the federal government to emulate the United Arab Emirates, UAE, and the Saudi Arabia that have transited from fossil fuel to cleaner energy if the country must address the issues of climate change. The executive director, CISLAC, Awal Ibrahim, made the appeal at the civil society organization's training on fossil phase-out advocacy held in Benin. Ibrahim said clean energy is expensive, but the government must be able to bridge the gap for the Nigerian masses to be able to embrace it. The executive director of CISLAC, represented by Mohammed Murtala, senior administration officer of CISLAC, hinted that part of the organization's advocacy engagement is that government must begin to properly utilize the fossil fuel in a way that resources are now made available to transit, following the fact that transition is not just about moving alone, but about how and where the people get resources to make the movement happen. He said that government has to take ownership because it is the responsibility of the government to provide social services, which is mainly electricity. The defense headquarters has linked the recent surge in violent attacks in Benue, Plateau, and other parts of Nigeria to foreign herders who reportedly entered the country through porous borders. The Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Marcus Kangie, in a media briefing in Abuja, acknowledged that some Nigerian herders were involved, but said that most of the violent killings were done by foreigners. The general insisted that they must come together as a nation, rise to ensure they address insecurity and defeat the common enemy. According to Major General Kangi, both linguistic and physical evidence suggest many of the attackers are not Nigerian nationals, especially with their accent, intonation, and hair texture clearly indicates that they are foreigners. Kangi's comments came amid growing outrage over the incessant herder-farmer clashes, which have left hundreds dead and displaced thousands. Plateau and Benue states have been experiencing an increase in herdsmen attacks in recent times, and the governors of both states have blamed the attacks on foreigners. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Nyesom Wike, says President Bola Tinubu is changing the leadership narrative in Nigeria. Wike stated this in Abuja after inspecting some ongoing projects in preparation for the commemoration of Tinubu's second year in office. He said that Tinubu's impactful leadership was putting smiles on the faces of Nigerians, adding that the president had given first-class infrastructure to residents of Abuja. The minister said that only the blind or pessimists would disagree that Tinubu was working for the good of the country. You are listening to the World News, and today, 95.1fm, Voice of the People. After the break, more news, foreign and sports stories. Stay with us.
Every day, every hour, when the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today, 95.1 FM.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned. The leadership of youth in Opobonkora local government area of River State have decried the high rate of stealing, burglary, and intake of hard drugs among youths in the area. A youth leader in the area, Victor Jaja, who made the observation during the local government stakeholders meeting with Rivers security chiefs in Opobo town, expressed concern that issues of burglary and stealing are on the increase. Jaja, while expressing worry that residents of Opobo Nkoro can no longer leave their apartments for an hour without losing properties in the hands of these criminals, suggested in cooperation of what he called Compound Security Network, who will be empowered and given stipends for security purposes. Also speaking at the stakeholders meeting with the security chiefs, a representative of the youth from Nkoro, Peter Idatoru, described as unfortunate the fact that there's no government presence in Nkoro, beginning from a lack of security to a lack of health centers, lack of police station in Nkoro market, lack of markets and other basic amenities. In his response, the Commissioner of Police in River State, CP Olubenga Adipoju, who was in company of other service chiefs including DSS, Nigeria Army 6th Division Garrison, Nigeria Air Force, NSCDC in the state, urged the community to establish community vigilante group, whose members will be profiled by the area commander to work in synergy with the police and other security agencies in the local government area to tackle the menace. Today FM's correspondent reports that the Commissioner of Police, CP Adekpoju, thereafter proceeded to Andani local government area of the state to continue with the stakeholders meeting with security chiefs. A Niger Delta activist and former spokesman of Pan-Niger Delta Forum, Chief Anam Sarah Igwe, has called for real reconciliation between the Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, his camp, and suspended Governor Siminalayi Fubara. High Chief Anams Sarah Igwe told in reaction to the current political situation in River State, accused the camp of former governor of the state, Nyesom Wike, of undermining the peace process and talking tough, while Governor Fubara, in his calm nature, is consulting widely towards achieving peace for the sake of the state. High Chief Sarah Igwe expressed fears that peace will be difficult to achieve with the attitude of Wike and members of his camp, insisting that the FCT minister, as a former governor, can begin to reach out to all stakeholders if he actually desires peace and reconciliation. Sarah Igwe, while insisting that the problem of River State is not just Governor Fubara and Wike, but the soul of River's people, said the relationship of Wike with the federal government has continued to make him behave anyhow and to talk to people at will.
Peace is ultimate, and getting peace, you must make sacrifice. And observe, Same has been very quiet and has been meeting with people, meeting with the president and others to ensure that the peace returns to the state. And that we encourage him to do, so long as is doing it within the confine of the law and in the interest of Rivers people. On the other hand, the Wike camp is not talking peace. They are always talking tough, behaving as if they have conquered. We can't get peace in that way. If we want peace, Wike himself, as a former governor who is a leader of a state, will be able to embrace peace by coming out to reach out everybody that he wants peace. The problem in Rivers State is not only Wike Sim, it's the soul of Rivers State, and so every Rivers son and daughter is involved.
On the declaration of a state of emergency, High Chief Anams Sarah Igwe said President Bola Tinubu has offended Rivers people by violating some sections of the Nigerian constitution and illegally imposing emergency rule in place of a democratically elected governor. He criticized those, saying that stakeholders should not be talking against the current political situation for Governor Siminalayi Fubara to be recalled, warning that nobody can beat up a child and ask him or her not to cry.
The state of emergency declared in Rivers State, some persons take it as if it's their right, but they have made Mr. President to violate the Constitution. And they are saying nobody should talk again, otherwise he will not come back. When you have already misled Mr. President to go contrary to the provisions of the Constitution. Because the Constitution is very clear in Section 11.4. It says the National Assembly can make laws in the state where the House of Assembly is not effective for reason of one reason or the other. But that law does not permit them to make law for the removal of the governor or deputy governor. Now, National Assembly passed a resolution supporting state of emergency contrary to the Constitution. And somebody say nobody should talk again because they want to bring back sin, and so we should not talk. You can't beat a child that has not to cry. The president has offended the people of Rivers. And so Rivers State must always protest that we are not fairly treated.
The Niger Delta elder statesman, while also criticizing members of the National Assembly, accused the state sole administrator of destroying democratically constituted body in the state without due process and legal backing, just as he reminded the sole administrator of the consequences of his actions.
The president has brought in a military rule in Rivers State, contrary to the law of the land. And you have made Rivers State out of the 36 states of the Federation, indirectly asking us to declare for independence under a military government. But we are not so stupid to go against Nigeria because we believe in Nigeria. The sole administrator, who is an impostor, an illegal authority, is doing whatever he likes. If he can dissolve independent electoral commission and appoint people without due process, if he can appoint local government authorities contrary to the Supreme Court judgment, if he can just spend money, take allocation contrary to the Supreme Court judgment, then it's military style which the president has committed. Mr. President has committed an offense by appointing a sole administrator contrary to the Constitution. It's an impeachable offense. It's an offense against the land, offense against the Constitution.
Today FM's correspondent reports that High Chief Anaps Sarah Igbe also accused Nigerian judiciary of being compromised in the discharge of their responsibilities rather than standing for their sole responsibility, which is checkmating other arms of the government. In a bid to improve security in Boaboe community in Kana local government area of River State, the paramount ruler of Boaboe community, His Royal Majesty Mene Talo Tonwe, has urged youth to shun cultism and other social vices. Mene Tonwe, who spoke during a meeting at his Port Harcourt residence, also pledged to engage with the Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC) to secure solar lights for the community. The traditional ruler highlighted the need for a police station in Boaboe to enhance security.
A rival youth of kingdom formed themselves to help me maintain peace and assure me that there will be peace in my kingdom, and adopted me as their patron. So I accepted to be their patron because they have proved to me that they are going to help me in maintaining peace, which is my main objection. One of the requests they wanted is that they should be registered at the youth, both in corporate affairs and the state government. They also informed me of the NDC water tank that was built for the entire 5 major community of Boaboe. They also complained the delay for the completion of the internal road in Boaboe within the Kereke and Non-Kudangba, which I assured them that we'll go forward to NDC to find out why the work is delayed. They also promised us that they will not allow any criminals to operate in the Boaboe Kingdom.
The president of Boaboe Youth Council, Barikoa Deso, and Secretary Lanewi Letam assured Mene Tonwe of their cooperation in achieving sustainable peace. He also brought to the attention of the monarch of a missing water tank provided by the NDDC located in Uwere Boy.
The aim of the meeting is to bring peace and unity in Boaboe. We want everybody to come together and work together in unity, because without unity, we cannot get development. So we need development. We want our elders to work in energy to bring peace and unity in Boaboe. The paramount ruler of Konobowe, which the majesty in Boaboe, is our father, and we want him, because all this while, because of crisis, he was not around.
Most important thing is to bring our youth together. Call on the king to join us in all our plans. We're planning for a summit for the entire Boaboe youth to discuss and to brainstorm how we can bring change, peace in the entire kingdom of Boaboe, to ensure our youth move away from violence, insecurity.
A vigilante group, the Onelga Security Peace Advisory Committee, or SPAC, has issued a 7-day ultimatum to native doctors in the Ogba, Igbima, and Ndoni local government areas of River State to relocate. The leadership of OSPAC in Onelga stated that any native doctor who fails to vacate within the grace period will be identified during their search operations and sanctioned accordingly. The Secretary General of OSPAC, Eze Ohia, disclosed this during a sensitization exercise held in Omoko, the headquarters of Ogba Igbima Ndoni, where he warned that the activities of some native doctors, particularly those harboring fetish items in their homes, would no longer be tolerated. Ohia also announced that henceforth strict action would be taken against individuals dressing indecently within the communities, revealing that community leaders have authorized the group to enforce moral discipline. He insisted that all native doctors, particularly those who were not originally from Omoko, many of whom were expelled from their previous communities, must leave, claiming that one room filled with charms and other houses with over 30 individuals surrounded by fetish materials cannot continue to remain in the land. On the foreign scene, Ugandan opposition leader and pop star Bobby Wine has announced that he will run for president again in the upcoming 2026 elections scheduled for January. The 43-year-old, whose real name is Robert Kyagulanyi, will challenge long-serving President Yoweri Museveni, who is expected to seek re-election at 80. Wine previously ran in 2021, coming second, but rejected the results, alleging widespread fraud, ballot stuffing, and violence against his supporters. But government officials denied the allegations. In his announcement, Wine emphasized that the election would be a fighting opportunity to expose what he calls the regime's corruption and injustices, and to galvanize Ugandans to stand up for their freedom. He also sharply criticized the Western governments for not speaking out against human rights abuses in Uganda, including the torture and illegal detention of his supporters. If elected, Wine says his top priorities will include restoring political freedoms, cracking down on corruption, and addressing the regime's abuses of power. To end the news, here's a summary of the major stories. President Bola Tinubu has defended his administration's economic reforms. The Commissioner of Rivers State, Rivers State Police Command, Olugbenga Adepoju, has urged communities to establish community vigilante group whose members will be profiled. We told you that the Niger Delta activist High Chief announced Sarah Igbe has called for real reconciliation between the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, his camp, and suspended Governor Siminalayi Fubara. On the foreign scene, you heard that Uganda's Bobby Wine is expected to run for president again. Uchendu Ejoho edited the news. For comments and inquiries, please call 0818-389-2850. Send your emails to news@todayfmlive.com. Read our stories on www.todayfmlive.com. I am Amaka Felix. Thank you for listening.
Today's news, today's entertainment, today's sports, today's issues. Today on Today95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Say no to the ordinary. Embrace the extraordinary, because we are the voice of the people. Today, 95.1 FM.
Today, 95.1 FM.
I can still feel the way you want me when you hold me. I can still hear the words you whispered when you told me. I can stay right here forever in your arms. And there ain't no way I'm letting you go now, and there ain't no way. And there ain't no how I'll never see that day. Keeping you forever and for always. We will be together all of our days. Wanna wake up every morning to your sweet face. Always. Baby. In your heart, I can still hear it beat for every time you kiss me. And when we're apart, I know how much you miss me. I can feel your love for me in your heart. And there ain't no way I'm letting you go now, and there ain't no way. And there ain't no how I'll ever see that day. 'Cause I'm keeping you forever and for always. We will be together all of
listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Nothing like the good old classic music and reminding the new school of where it all started from. Get the best of classic old school music back to back.
Nostalgia Drive
from 10:30 p.m. to 11 p.m.
every Saturday
on Today 95.1 FM. Hear the bomb.
95.1 FM.
In your eyes, I can still see the look of the one who really loves me. The one who wouldn't put anything else in the world above me. I can still see your love for me in your eyes. And there ain't no way I'm letting you go now. And there ain't no way. And there ain't no how I'll ever see that day. 'Cause I'm keeping you forever and for always. We will be together all of our days. Wanna wake up every morning to your sweet face. I'm keeping you forever and for always. We will be together all of our days. Wanna wake up every morning to your sweet face. I'm keeping you forever and for
Shania, baby, sitting pretty at number 57 with a song titled Forever and for Always. This song is an all-time love song. An all-time love song by Shania. Sitting pretty on, at number 57 on the Billboard Hot 100 for the year 2003. Yay! Are you ready for tonight's episode, guys? I'm taking it all the way to 2003, where we got introduced to a lot of rap. Of course, we had the likes of 50 Cent, Pharrell Williams, Jay-Z. This was the year for Bonnie and Clyde. All I want is no. Okay, so we agreed that I should not sing, but the thing is, I'm going to sing anyway. Yeah, you guys will have to manage it. But the thing is, I think I would give most of these artists a run for their money. I might just need a little coaching, on how to transform my talking voice into my singing voice, and then we'll go do all right. Welcome to tonight's episode of Nostalgia Drive, beautiful people. I'm sitting pretty, and I do hope that you have had an amazing night being on this dial with me. I've taken you through the trends from the AMVCAs, and here we are. So because I promised you guys a little scoop, right? If I don't give you hot gist, who will? I'm going to give you some of the highlights from the just concluded 11th edition of the African Magic Viewers' Choice Awards. So for Best Lead Actress, that will be Chioma Chukwuka, Gracefully So. And then for Best Lead Actor, Seven Doors, Femi Adebayo. So you would expect that Seven Doors would be best movie, because that's what they did with Breath of Life last year. But the award for best movie went to Freedom Way. Yeah. So Femi Adebayo and Chioma Chukwuka, best lead actor and lead actress, thanks to the movie Seven Doors. If you haven't seen Seven Doors, you are stepping on a bicycle, my darling. It's a beautiful movie by Femi Adebayo himself, so you can check it out. It's streaming on Netflix. Best supporting actress went to Mercy Aigbe for the film Farmer's Bride, and then best supporting actor went to Gabriel Afolayan from Clarence Peters' movie Inside Life. So these are some of the highlights. Well, I have to mention this one. Industry Merit Award went to our very own legend, Osofia. And came over for a reason, guys. I was so happy for him because, I mean, years and years of hard work, in the movie industry. This recognition is well deserved, definitely. So in Cam Owo, you know him as Osofia. You might know him as Ukwa. The man just had plenty wahala in movies. I mean, literally started acting before I was born, but it's just a beautiful stuff. So to see that, years later, he's getting this recognition is such a beautiful feeling for him. And he did win this award alongside Sani Muazu from the North. So yes, of course, beautiful stuff going on. Well, congratulations to all the nominees because look, a spot at the AMVCA table is not even a joke. So congratulations to all the nominees. So on tonight's episode of Nostalgia Drive, I'm taking you to the year 2003 with songs like In the Club by 50 Cent taking the top spot. One of 4 singles from his debut studio album, Get Rich or Die Trying. Just in case you're wondering where that phrase came from and you've been hearing it for a really long time now. Now 50 Cent talker. Well, it did come from his album at the time, Get Rich or Die Trying. This he occupied a lot of positions on this Billboard Hot 100 for the year 2003. Different songs made it to number 14, number 21, and number 63. Plus, he was also featured on Lil Kim's Magic Stick, which made it to number 20. Look, 50 Cent was the Oga of 2003. He was the hot stuff. And of course we had Beyonce, we had Sean Paul, we had R. Kelly, we had a couple of others. I think we also had Ashanti, with Nelly, P. Diddy doing their thing on this list. We had a lot of amazing songs from this year, so I'll just quickly take you through some of them. Let's begin with In the Club by 50 Cent. Well, this song from American rapper 50 Cent from his debut studio album Get Rich or Die Trying. The song was written by 50 Cent alongside producers Dr. Dre and Mike Elizondo. The song, which uses an unconventional offbeat rhythm, was released to digital download in the United States on January 7, 2003 as the album's lead single and peaked at number 1 on the US Billboard Hot 100, becoming 50 Cent's number 1 single. I know you guys know the song because, I'm taking you all the way. Well, the song did receive praise from critics. At the 46th Grammy Awards, it was nominated for Best Male Rap Solo Performance and Best Rap Song. The accompanying music video for In the Club won Best Rap Video and Best New Artist at the 2003 MTV Video Music Awards. In 2009, the song was listed at number 24 in Billboard's Hot 100 Songs of the Decade. It was listed at number 13 in Rolling Stone's Best Song of the Decade. In 2010, it was ranked 448th in Rolling Stone's 500 Greatest Songs of All Time list. It was performed by 50 Cent in the Super Bowl halftime show on February 13, 2022. Yeah, so that particular edition, 50 Cent did perform the song. Do you want to take a listen to the song now? Well, let's go ahead and let's hope that it sounds as nice as the hype.
Go, shorty, it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip the party like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a fuck, it's not your birthday. You'll find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Look, mommy, I got the X, so get in to take my drugs. I'm into having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug, get into getting rough. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bub. Look, mommy, I got the X, so get into taking drugs. I'm into having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug, get into getting rough. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, it's 29s in the club. Niggas heard I fuck with Dre, now they wanna show me love. When you sell like Eminem and the hoes, they wanna fuck. Ain't nothing changed, hold down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cut, they nigga roll that weed up. Roll that time, move mistake before I play. Been hit with a few shells, now I walk with a limp. In the hood, in the night, they saying 50, you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop. But I live in New York, and niggas will tell you I'm local. When the plan is to put the rap game in the trunk, cause I'm full of focus, man. My money on my mind, got a meal out the deal, and I'm still on the grind. I show this.
So, here are some notable things about this song by 50 Cent. This song was the definite party song at the time. If you notice, if you are somebody who has been around Nollywood for a really long time, you notice that almost all the party scenes in almost all the movies, all the Nollywood movies at the time had this song as the party bit. You know, you would hardly find a Nollywood movie in the early 2000s that did not have this song. So everywhere in the club. So it was the party jam of the early 2000s. Well, 50 Cent did a number with this one. Let's move to this next song on the list. So this one is titled Ignition, the remix by American R&B singer R. Kelly. It was written and produced by him. Released in 2002 as the lead single from his sixth studio album, Chocolate Factory. It is viewed as one of his most well-known songs and was a major hit in the United States, Europe, and Oceania. Ignition, the remix, peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 for 5 consecutive weeks. Now, outside the United States, the song topped the charts in Australia, New Zealand, the Republic of Ireland, and the United Kingdom. It was later included on the updated version of Rolling Stone's 500 Greatest Songs of All Time in 2010 at number 494. The song was listed at number 19 on Pitchfork Media's Top 500 Songs of the 2000s. Are you ready for the song, beautiful people? Do you want to take a listen? Well, let's go.
Go ahead on, break them off with a little previews of the remix. Now, I'm not trying to be rude, but hey, pretty girl, I'm feeling you. The way you do the things you do reminds me of my Lexus cool. That's why I'm all up in your grill, trying to get you to a hotel. You must be a football coach, the way you got me playing the field. So, baby, give me that and let me get that running her hands through my fro, bouncing on 24s. Why they saying I'm ready? It's the remix to Ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen. Mama rolling that body, got every man in here wishing. Sipping on coke and rum, I'm like, so what, I'm drunk. It's the freaking weekend, baby, I'm about to have me some fun. Bounce, 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 bounce. Laced like murder, she rolled. Once I get you out them clothes, privacy's on the door. Still they can hear you screaming more. Girl, I'm feeling what you're feeling. No more hoping and wishing. I'm about to take my key and stick it in the ignition. So give me that, let me get that. Running her hands through my fro, bouncing on 24s. Why they say I'm ready? It's the remix to Ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen. Mama rolling that body, got every man in here wishing. Sipping on coke and rum, I'm like, so what, I'm drunk. It's the freaking weekend, baby, I'm about to have me some fun. Crystal popping in the Stretch Navigator. We got food everywhere, as if the party was catered. We got fellas to my left.
All right. Ignition right there by R. Kelly. Do you think this song deserves a number 2 spot? Well, I will leave you to be the judge. You can make your own Billboard list from the year 2003. I'm just going to move on to number 3. Something pretty at number 3 is a song titled Get Busy. With what? Well, I did one of the same thing. By Sean Paul. Jamaican dancehall singer Sean Paul from his album Dirty Rock. This song was one of the many hits from the jumping hand clap rhythm known as the Diwali rhythm, produced by then newcomer Steven Marston, and was the only song that never made the Diwali rhythm album on the Green Sleeves Records, as it was more than likely a late entry. Paul described it as mainly a party song. It's not all about smoking weed. Well, he did talk about the song, and then he tried to say, look, this is not what the song is about. It's a party song, so you should just dance. Well, Get Busy topped the US Billboard Hot 100 for 3 weeks in May 2003, and also reached number 1 in Italy and the Netherlands, becoming a top 10 hit in an additional 11 countries. On the 10th of May 2020, I'm sorry, 2003, I'm just doing fast forwarding. The song was performed on Saturday Night Live. Well, are you ready for this song? Well, let's go.
Shake that thing, miss. Can I shake that thing, miss? Annabella, shake that thing, yeah. Donna, Jody and Rebecca. Woman, get busy. Just shake that booty non-stop when the beat drop. Just keep swinging it, get jiggy. Get drunk up, percolate anything you want. Because it's oscillating if I don't take pity. Want to see you get life on the rhythm of my ride. And my lyrics up about electricity. Girl, nobody can do you nothing because you don't know your destiny. Yo, sexy ladies want power with us. You know they car with us, them not war with us. You know the club, them want flex with us. They get next with us, them can't vex with us. From the day my bond, I ignite my flame. Girl, I call my name and it is my fame. It's all good, girl, turn me on till I earn them on. Let's get it on, let's get it on till I earn them on. Girl, it's all good, just turn me on. Girl, don't sweat it, don't get agitated. Girl, go on, rotate, cause anything you want, you know you must get it. Come in my mention, no easy tension. Girl, run the program, just go and fit it. Yo, have a good time, girl, free up on your mind. Cause nobody care, this your man, won't let it. Cause you are the number one, girl, wave your hand, let them see the wedding band. Yo, sexy ladies want power with us. You know they car with us, them not war with us. You know the club, them want flex with us. They get next to us, them not vex with us. From the day my bond, I ignite my flame. Girl, I call my name and it is my fame. It's all good, girl, turn me on till I earn them on. Let's get it on, let's get it on till I earn them on. Girl, it's all good, just turn me on. Come on, get busy, just shake that booty non-stop when the beat drop. Just keep swinging it, get jiggy. Get drunk up, percolate anything you want. Because it's oscillating if I don't take pity. Want to see you get live when the rhythm is a ride. And my lyrics up about electricity. Girl, nobody can tell you nothing cause you don't know your destiny. Yo, sexy ladies want power with us. You know the car with us, them not war with us. You know the club, them want flex with us. They get next to us, them not vex with us. From the day my bond, I ignite my flame. Girl, I call my name and it is my fame. It's all good, girl, turn me on till I earn them on. Let's get it on, let's get it on till I earn them on. Girl, it's all good, just turn me on. Yo, shake that thing, miss. Can I shake that thing? Yo, Annabella, shake that thing, miss. Donna, yo, Miss Jody and the one named Rebecca, yo, shake that thing, yo, Joanna, shake.
All right, so while we are shaking, let's come back here and move to number 4. Well, number 4 is a song titled Crazy in Love by the Carters. At the time, they were not the Carters, so they were just boyfriend and girlfriend, but, well, years later, they are the Carters. Crazy in Love, a song by the American singer Beyonce, featuring American rapper Jay-Z. It was written by Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Rich Harrison, and produced by the last two, which are, who and who, Rich Harrison and Beyonce. Crazy in Love is a pop, hip-hop and R&B love song with elements of 1970s soul and funk. Its lyrics describe a romantic obsession that causes the narrator to act out of character. Well, the song is a whole lot. It reached number 1 on the United States Billboard Hot 100 chart and the UK singles chart, and it reached top 5 on charts in Australia and various European territories. This one, Well, music critics acclaimed the catchy production, Jay-Z's rap verse, and Beyonce's vocals and hook. At the 46th Annual Grammy Awards in 2004, Crazy in Love won Best R&B Song and Best Rap and Song Collaboration. Yeah. The single has been ranked among several best of lists, including Rolling Stone's 500 Greatest Songs of All Time 2021. It was honored as the greatest song of the 2000s decade by VH1 2009, the best pop song of the 21st century by NME 2013, and the greatest song of the 21st century by Rolling Stone in 2018. Well, the song won 3 awards at the 2003 MTV Video Music Awards, and its director, Jake Nava, won the Music Video Production Association Award for Best R&B Video in 2004. Well, since 20... I keep saying 20. I want to bring you to the present. Well, since 2003, Crazy in Love has been a staple in Beyonce's live performances and concert tours. Are you ready for Crazy in Love? Well, let's go. Are you crazy in love with somebody? Well, maybe you can borrow a line or two from Beyonce and Jay-Z's 2003 classic. The song is old, but it is gold. I'm sure you agree with me. Well, the song sitting pretty at number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100 for the year 2003 is titled When I'm Gone by Three Doors Down, American rock band. It was released on September 23, 2002 as the lead single from their second album, Away from the Sun. It peaked at number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart in April 2003. The song also spent 17 weeks atop the Billboard Hot Mainstream Rock Tracks chart from November 2002 through March 2003, becoming one of the longest running number 1 singles on that chart. The song also peaked at number 2 on the Hot Modern Rock Tracks chart, blocked from the number 1 spot by Queens of the Stone Age's No One Knows. Ooh. On the issue dated February 15, 2003. Well, this song spent 1 week atop the top 40 mainstream chart for 1 week on May 3, 2003, and also peaked at number 3 on the adult top 40 chart. Let's take a listen. Let's take a listen to When I'm Gone by Three Doors Down.
Secrets in this life that I can't hide. Somewhere in this darkness there's a light that I can't find.
Know Me When I'm Gone by Three Doors Down, sitting pretty at number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100 list for 2003, beautiful people. Well, this right here is where we draw the curtain on Nostalgia Drive. Not for the definitely not for the 90s, because country hits VOA comes up next. Okay, beautiful people, I want to believe that you have had a swell time with me on the radio this Saturday evening. I brought you up to speed with the latest happenings in the world of entertainment, and of course the latest happenings in the world of what's the weather world again? Well, everyday world, right? Real life stuff, real day activities, real time stuff. Well, I've been your host. My name is Amaka, the Amaka of Port Harcourt. I want to believe that you had a swell time doing this with me, beautiful people, because I did enjoy doing this with you. Do not forget my movie recommendation for the weekend. That would be The King's Heart by Ruth Kaduri. Now showing on Ruth Kaduri 247 on YouTube. If you want to check that out and have fun doing so. Our book for the week was and is Wedlock of the Gods by Zulu. Beautiful people. So go ahead and read that amazing post-colonial style masterpiece, and make sure to, sip on some beautiful something, your favorite water. Your favorite water, and maybe some popcorn. I will leave you with the song I Know What You Want by Busta Rhymes and Mariah Carey. A lot of you, I know what you want. I'm just going to give you this song because why not? Until next week, Saturday's episode, do make sure that you have yourselves a blissful weekend. I'll be right back on Monday at 9 p.m. with The Thrill, my darlings. If everything goes according to plan, of course, if God keeps us all alive, which I pray He does. Thank you so much for doing this with me again, beautiful people. Till I come your way again, please enjoy your weekend.
Yeah. Shorty, I know what you need. I got everything you need. I promise I ain't gonna hold out neither. I'm gonna give it all to you, baby. Swear to God. Bust it. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want. You know I got it, baby. If you give it to me, I'll give it to you. As long as you want, you know I got it.
Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want, you know I got it. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. As long as you want, you know I got it.
We've been together for a few years, shed a few tears, called each other nicknames like Sugar Plum and Pooh Bear. I'm always on the road, hardly ever home. Always busy this, busy that, can't talk on the phone. I know you aggravated, walk around frustrated, patience getting short. How longer can you tolerate it? Listen, Mom, I'm just motivated. I do this for us, stuck on the grind, trying to elevate it.
Hey, yo, to really be honest, you stuck with me through my whole struggle. Can't even express through words how much the kid loves you. I'ma stand as a man, never above you. I could tell that you different from most, slightly approach you. And the ill shit about it, we don't sex every day, but when we sex, we tease in a passionate way. Love the way you touch it, those little elaborate ways. Got the guard feeling released to relax for the day. It's on you,
baby,
ma.
if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want, you know I got it, baby. If you give it to me, I'll give it to you. As long as you want, you know I got it.
Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want, you know I got it. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. As long as you want.
Shh, mommy, listen. I feel your love for me, baby, and how it moved through you. I've been longing for the moment to talk the truth to you. Listen, I'm never home, I always get up and go. Putting you through the unnecessary rigmarole. I never meant to put 1,000 pounds of stress on your head. I love the way we sleep and how we always cuddle in bed. Baby, I stay embracing your patience, shedding your tears with me. I ask you, my mommy, please continue to bear with me.
We started out broke, constantly on the road, cutting up in the streets like we would never get old. Went from Lucy's and buses and 50-cent sodas and Novas to Hondas to Lexus to Rovers. Mad years past, still got each other back. Word is born, never screw none of these industry cats, boy. We like stolen molder, walking shoulder to shoulder, milking this game, watching our seeds getting older.
Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want, you know I got it, baby. If you give give it to me, I'll give it to you. As long as you want, you know I got it.
Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want, you know I got it. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. As long as you want, you know I got it.
Yes, you know I'll die for you.
Talk radio. I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Country Hits.
Welcome to Country Hits VOA. My name is Nikki Strong. Get ready to hear New Dasher this hour, as well as Kaylee Hammock talk about her new song and romance novel. I also have Miranda Lambert, Thomas Rhett, and Jelly Roll. We start with Post Malone featuring Luke Combs. Die for that.
I got a sight in my rifle. My mama's new boyfriend rebinds Bibles. Ricky down the road, he resows Red Wings. Hell, I got a guy for every damn thing. Oh, that ain't exactly what I'm looking for. 'Cause I'm looking for someone to put the tires back in the drive. And if they don't, then I just might lose what's left of mine. Never loving mine. I'm damn near down to my last down. I'm pretty good at breaking down a heart, but picking up the pieces is the hard part. She's searching for someone who's gonna build it back. But I ain't got a guy for that. 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 No VIP up at MIT, and it still won't let me fly the time machine. Someone to turn back the hands on my new AP. But buddy, what I really need is someone to put tires back in the drive. And if they don't, then I just might lose what's left of my never loving mind. I'm damn near down to my last dime. I'm pretty good at breaking down a heart, but picking up the pieces is the hard part. She's searching for someone who's gonna build it back. But I ain't got a guy for that. Ain't got a guy for that. Ain't got a guy for that. Ain't got a guy. I ain't got a guy for that. Ain't got a guy for that. Ain't got a guy for that. Ain't got a guy. I ain't got a guy for that. You say I'll never change. I'm just to go around town with some gasoline, just trying to bomb a flame. Gonna burn the whole place down. And how do you explain ever falling in love with a guy like me in the first place? And turn around and say that I'm the worst thing. I guess I'm the problem. And your mess never do no wrong. If I'm so awful, then why'd you stick around this long? And if it's the whiskey, why you keep on pulling it off the shelf? You hate the when you look at me, you halfway see yourself, and it got me thinking, if I'm the problem, well, you might be the reason. Try to go our separate ways, and we're back and forth like a swinging door, and tomorrow's like yesterday. Some days better than the night before, and you're back with me again. Then you go and tell your friends that I'm the problem, and your mess never do no wrong. If I'm so awful, then why'd you stick around this long? And if it's the whiskey, why you keep on pulling it off the shelf? You hate the when you look at me, you halfway see yourself, and it got me thinking, if I'm I'm the problem, well, you might be the reason. If I'm such a waste of breath, such a waste of time, then why are you on your way to waste another Friday night? If I'm the problem, and your mess never do no wrong, if I'm so awful, then why'd you stick around this long? And if it's the risk, why you keep on pulling it off the shelf? You hate it when you look at me, you halfway see yourself, and it got me thinking, if I'm the problem, well, you might be the reason.
Morgan Wallen, I'm the problem. In other words, if you're not happy, then leave and take responsibility for how you contribute to this sucky relationship. Don't blame everything on me and then stick around. Hello? Goodbye. Up next, from Rascal Flatts' forthcoming collaborative album, Life is a Highway Refueled Duets, out June 6th. Here is the track they did with the Jonas Brothers. I Dare You, on Country Hits VOA with Nikki Strong.
I almost lost my mind out on Mulholland Drive. Yeah, it's hard to see the view. All I see is you. All I see is you. And you give me just enough. Oh, dangerous to call it love. You know my intention. Seeing picket fences couldn't come too soon. Oh yeah, I know you're careful, 'cause you've been broken before. You're almost there. I know you wanna cross that line.
was just no question in my mind. I was gonna run. And you took too long to see I was unhappy. And I took too long to tell you that I was gonna run. I was gonna run. I'm trying to survive in this state of defeat. 'Cause if you were right, that really lost me. I'm looking for someone. I wasn't with you. We held on for dear life, baby. Both of us knew I was gonna run. I was gonna run.
That's Miranda Lambert with Run. She just decided to take up a new hobby and learn how to play golf. Coming up, Blake Shelton with Texas and Drew Baldridge with Tough People. Here is an artist on the rise whose music I am really enjoying. This is his latest single, I Never Lie, Zach Top, on Country Hits VOA with Nikki Strong.
Well, it's been some time. You still look like an angel. I heard you're doing fine. Got promoted back in April. And you met someone. Your dad says he's okay. Well, I've never been better. Things are going my way. I sleep like a baby. I never show up late for work. I don't drink whiskey. I don't know how it feels to hurt. Oh, and I ain't been lonely since you said goodbye. I wish I could say I miss you, but you know I never lie. Yeah, I met somebody too. She's a model out in L.A. and she's begging me to move. She says Malibu is really great. I ain't decided if I'm going or not, but at the end of the day, I sleep like a baby. I never show up late for work. I don't drink whiskey. I don't know how it feels to hurt. Oh, and I ain't been lonely since you said goodbye. Wish I could say I miss you, but you know I never lie.
things are going my way. Hey, I sleep like a baby. I never show up late for work. Oh, and I don't drink whiskey. I don't know how it feels to hurt. Oh, and I ain't been lonely since you said goodbye. Wish I could say I miss you. Oh, but you know I never lied. And caught herself a somewhere wind. I haven't heard a word and haven't seen her since. She disappeared quicker than this double shot of gin. Cause everybody at the bar started asking, how's your girl? She ain't my girl. Where's she been? I ain't quite sure. Good question, no telling, but I'm betting she's probably in Texas. Amarillo, all I know, George Strait said it. Yeah, that's where all them exes go. If she ain't with me out here in Tennessee, then I don't know where she's headed. If I'm guessing, I reckon she's probably in Texas. She's probably in Texas. She might be down in Georgia at her mama's for the week. Could be Carolina, California, something's telling me. She's somewhere in the Lone Star State with all the rest. Yeah, that one king song knows best. She's probably in Texas. Amarillo, all I know, George Strait said it. Yeah, that's where all them exes go. If she ain't with me out here in Tennessee, then I don't know where she's headed. If I'm guessing, I reckon she's probably in Texas. She's probably in Texas. She ain't my girl. I ain't quite sure. Good question, no telling, but I'm betting she's probably in Texas. Amarillo, all I know, George Strait said it. Yeah, that's where all them exes go. If she ain't with me out here in Tennessee, then I don't know where she's headed. If I'm guessing, I reckon she's probably in Texas. She's probably in Texas. She's probably in Texas. She's probably in Texas. Country Hits VOA.
Tornado tore through a Midwest town. Wasn't nothing in its path it didn't take down, except the Baptist church and a ball field. Then they rebuilt. Talk about tough people. She was 4 years old when they got the news. It was in her little lungs, it was stage 2. Mama spent every night by her bed, and Daddy shaved his head. Talk about tough people. Yeah, there were plenty of times she could have gave up, but she didn't. Now she fought like hell till she rang that bell in Memphis. There's a whole lot of bad in the world out there. And it's hard to keep going when it don't seem fair. Keep on fighting when your back's against the wall. Keep on getting back up when you fall. Keep on keeping your head held high, 'cause I still believe. Tough times make tough people. It's a single mom working 2 jobs a day, and a farmer barely getting by needing rain. It's a grandma waiting tables working through the pain. It's a cop on a call running in gun drawn 'cause the shooter's in a schoolhouse hallway. There's a whole lot of bad in the world out there. And it's hard to keep going when it don't seem fair. Keep on fighting when your back's against the wall. Keep on getting back up when you fall. Keep on keeping your head held high, 'cause I still believe hard work pays off, good beats evil, and tough times make tough people. He was dog tags, boots, and army green, shipped off somewhere to keep us all free. Came back in a box with a flag on it. It's home, don't it? Talk about tough people. Man, talk about some tough people. Hey! There's a whole lot of bad in the world out there. And it's hard to keep going, it don't seem fair, but I still believe hard work pays off, good beats evil, tough times make tough people.
Country Hits with Nikki Strong, VOA.
Kaylee Hammock's sophomore project, Bed of Roses, just dropped March 7th, along with a companion romance novel of the same name. How did the idea of the two come together?
Well, the album is really like from 18, 19 to 30 years old of trying to find myself and trying to find good love, you know? Even when I wasn't in the pursuit of good love, I still wanted it, you know? And I got a lot of lessons in between and a lot of building and growing moments throughout the time and a lot of inspiration for songs. So being able to write a romance novel, specifically because I was raised on romance novels. I used to smuggle them from my Aunt Pumpkin's bookshelves. And I got giddy anytime she wanted me to bring them to Salvation Army. Once she got done with it, she'd want a new one. And I would just hoard them in my closet and read them at night. But there's some peace I find within knowing that at the end of this book, two people will be happy together because they were written for one another. And wouldn't that be nice to know that God wrote you and created you to fit perfectly with somebody else that was made for you as well? And I love that optimistic, gold lining of the storm cloud of life in having a romance novel that kind of sits with an album that is a little bit more melancholy. So I wanted to create it so that when you listen to the album straight through, that is my story. That is my revelations kind of in the pacing and in the timing that happened in my life. But if you listen to the album in reverse, then you actually get Sam's timeline and it fits her story better. And I wanted to be able to bring influences into this romance novel about a woman listening to her gut, a woman listening to the women around her when they speak up. And I hope that through this happily ever after that I've got to paint and sit side by side with this album that is more about some of the harder moments and getting through them, I hope I create a universe that someone can really dive into. There has been so much comfort music, sad songs, and happily ever afters have given me, and I just wanted to be able to create that for somebody else.
Hey, I'm growing a bed of roses, bitter grapes made the sweetest wine. The holes I'm digging are just seeds I'm sowing. My bed of roses, where I'm sleeping just fine. I'm sleeping just fine. He on the seats, and now they're reaching towards the sky. About broken home high. Hey, I'm going a bed of roses, bitter grapes, the sweetest wine. Those I'm digging, just seeds I'm sowing. My bed of roses, where I'm sleeping just
This ain't Texas, ain't no hold'em. So lay your cards down, 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 down. So park your Lexus and throw your keys up. Stick around, round, 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 round. Stick around. And I'll be damned if I can't slow dance with you. Come pour some sugar on me, honey, too. It's a real live boogie and a real live hold down. Don't be a, come take it to the floor now. Woo! There's a tornado in my city. It's the basement. That ain't pretty. Rugged whiskey. We're surviving. A red cup kisses, sweet redemption, passing time, yeah. Ooh, one step to the right. We headed to the dive bar we always thought was nice. To the left, then spin me in the middle, boy, I can't read your mind. This ain't Texas, ain't no hold'em. Lay your cards down, 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 down. So park your Lexus and throw your keys up. Stick around, round, 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 round. to the floor. I'll be damned if I cannot dance with you. Come pour some liquor on me, honey, too. It's a real live boogie and a real live hold down. Don't be a back, come take it to the floor now. There's a heat wave coming at us. Too hot to think straight, too cold to panic. All of the problems just feel dramatic. Now we're running to the first bar that we find. Yeah. Ooh, one step to the right, we headed to the dive bar we always thought was nice. Ooh, you run to the left, just work me in the middle, boy. I can't read your mind. This ain't tactics, ain't no holding. Lay our cards down, 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 down. No, pocket Lexus, hey, throw your keys up. Stick around, round, 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 round. And I'll be damned if I cannot dance with you. Come pour some sugar on me, honey, too. It's a real live boogie and a real live hold down. Don't be a come take it to the floor. I'll be damned if I cannot dance with you. Come pour some liquor on me, honey, too. It's a real live boogie and a real live hold down. Don't be a come take it to the floor now. Ooh. Take it to the floor now. Ooh. Oops. Spurs. To the floor now. Ooh. Take it to the floor now. Ooh. And I'll be damned if I cannot dance with you. Baby, pour that sugar and liquor on me too. Spurs, boots, sologenic, photogenic, shoot.
Country hits, VOA.
I know I might look like another ball cap on a bar stool underneath the PBR line, saying everything under the moon to get you into my arms tonight. You probably heard it 1,000 times, but it ain't what it looks like. Girl, let me tell you what it looks like. You look like waves on a sunset, and you can crash on me all night. You look like wine in a truck, better little what I'm doing for the rest of my life. 'Cause you look like I'm done looking, but girl, the hard truth is if this night don't turn into two, you look like I'm gonna wind up missing you. I gotta tell you, baby, I've been the kind of boy your daddy never wanted you to go and fall in love with. The kind of boys are probably done with their dumb shit. I bet you heard the stories and can't say I'm proud of that, but I've turned the page on old me, and now I ain't looking back. 'Cause you look like waves on a sunset, and you can crash on me all night. You look like wine in a truck, better little what I'm doing for the rest of my life. 'Cause you look like I'm done looking, but girl, the hard truth is if this night don't turn into two, you look like I'm gonna wind up missing you in the morning, probably for the next few years. When I look back on it, I'll still see you right here. You look like waves on a sunset, and you can crash on me all night. You look like wine in a truck, better little what I'm doing for the rest of my life. 'Cause you look like I'm done looking, but girl, the hard truth is if this night don't turn into two, you look like I'm gonna wind up missing you. Wind up missing you. Wind up missing you.
Tucker Wetmore, who was featured on Center Stage last week. That is Wind Up Missing You. We also heard Beyonce, Texas Hold'em. Coming up, the top song on the Billboard Hot Country Radio Airplay chart this week. But first, here is Dash's new one, Not at This Party, on Country Hits VOA with Nikki Strong.
Deep breath, big smile. It's been a while since I've been in a crowd like this. Stay off the wall, don't think, just talk. Pray no one says a name I miss. I'm drunk here in the bathroom light. I'm checking my phone just one more time, in case you hit me with an on goodbye. And I fix myself up in the mirror and walk out with this pity beer. Even though they see me here, I'm not at this party. I'm back in your backseat. You're pulling it over. You just had to have me. I can't hear this music, 'cause I'm hearing you yell. You're so in love with me, but right now you need to work on yourself. And they think I'm moved on with my life, that I'm having a good night out here on the dance floor, just like everybody. But nobody here knows just how bad you got me. I'm not at this party. I'm good, I'm great. Don't say your name. Just talk about the weather instead. Just stay, don't leave, so they can't see what's steaming up the glass in my head. I'm not at this party. I'm back in your backseat. You're pulling it over. You just had to have me. I can't hear this music, 'cause I'm hearing you yell. You're so in love with me, but right now you need to work on yourself. And they think I'm moved on with my life, that I'm having a good night out here on the dance floor, just like everybody. But nobody here knows just how bad you got me. I'm not at this party. I'm back here in the bathroom light. I'm checking my phone just one more time, in case you hit me with an on goodbye. I know you won't, but I'll fix myself up in the mirror and walk out with this pity beer. Even though they see me here, I'm not at this party. I'm back in your backseat. You're pulling it over. You just had to have me. I can't hear this music, 'cause I'm hearing you yell. You're so in love with me, but right now you need to work on yourself. And they think I'm moved on with my life, that I'm having a good night out here on the dance floor, just like everybody. But nobody here knows just how bad you got me. I'm not at this party. I'm not at this party.
That beer ain't getting any colder, and I don't know who it's waiting for. You keep taking over your shoulder, like somebody's about to walk through the door. Yeah, I bet he's got a real good excuse, but right now I wouldn't want to be in his boots. I'm looking at what he's got to lose, sitting all alone tonight. Look, I ain't saying I'm an angel, baby, if you can't tell. No, I ain't to take you home with my appetite. And I ain't saying he's a bad guy, all I know is that guy must have up and lost his mind tonight. 'Cause you're down to the ice in that drink he didn't buy. I'm here and he's in my A. That ain't no kind of love. I ain't saying I'm the one, I'm just saying he sure as hell ain't. 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 Judging by the way you just smile, I ain't telling you nothing you don't already know. He let you down, but is he upside?
I can give you move on somewhere to go. I ain't trying to change that miss to a missus, but he don't know what he's missing. Girl, listen, I ain't saying I'm an angel, baby, if you can't tell. No, I ain't to take you home to mama tight. And I ain't saying he's a bad guy. All I know is that guy must have up and lost his mind tonight. 'Cause you're down to the ice and that drink he didn't buy. I'm here and he's in my A. That ain't no kind of love. I ain't saying I'm the one. I'm just saying he sure as hell ain't. He sure as hell ain't. He sure as hell ain't. Yeah, I bet he's got a real good excuse, but right now I wouldn't want to be in his boots. I'm looking at what he's got to lose, sitting all alone tonight. Look, I ain't saying I'm an angel, baby, if you can't tell. No, I ain't to take you home with mama tight. And I ain't saying he's a bad guy. All I know is that guy must have up and lost his mind tonight. 'Cause you're down to the ice and that drink he didn't buy. I'm here and he's in my A. That ain't no kind of love. I ain't saying I'm the one. I'm just saying he sure as hell ain't. 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 He sure as hell ain't.
Congratulations to Jordan Davis. That song, I Ain't Saying, has become the longest reigning #1 country song on the UK charts. And this is Ella Langley's Work for the Wind on Country Hits VOA with Nikki Strong.
Wouldn't pain me as a heartbreaker, but I've said a few goodbyes. I'd make a promise, but I know later I'm bound to change my mind. Depending on the weather I'm going, and hell, baby, nobody knows when. Yeah, if it was a different time, might have been different in a different life. Maybe that plane would never take off. Maybe that dust wouldn't fly the drive. Maybe that tumbleweed in me wouldn't leave every other sunrise. Maybe I'd settle down digging some roots, find me a farmhouse, find me you. Maybe I wouldn't be already gone again if it weren't for the wind. I wouldn't stay wondering what's out there. I wouldn't saddle up on the breeze. I wouldn't disappear out of thin air. I could put down these wings. Maybe that plane would never take off. Maybe that dust wouldn't fly the drive. Maybe that tumbleweed in me wouldn't leave every other sunrise. Maybe I'd settle down digging some roots, find me a farmhouse, find me you. Maybe I wouldn't be already gone again if it weren't for the wind blowing, carrying me to the wide open. White lines rolling in the tires smoking. It wouldn't be the rear view I'm looking in if it weren't for the wind. If it weren't for the wind. Maybe that plane would never take off. Maybe that dust wouldn't fly the drive. Maybe that tumbleweed in me wouldn't leave every other sunrise. Maybe I'd settle down digging some roots, find me a farmhouse, find me you. Maybe I wouldn't be already gone again if it weren't for the wind carrying me to the wide open. White lines rolling in the tires smoking. It wouldn't be the rear view I'm looking in if it weren't for the wind. If it weren't for the wind.
After all the bars are closed, tell me where you wanna go. We can find a place to park, open the bottle in our hearts. If you want, I'll tell you anything you wanna know. After everybody leaves, you and me. We don't gotta say we're done. We can just wait up for the sun. We still got a lot of good night left to go. After all the bars are closed and they play the last song, blow out the neon. Don't gotta go home, but we can't stay here. And them records all spun, but the dancing ain't done. Night's only begun. We can go anywhere. Take a ride to the boondocks, to a truck, to a boombox, yeah. Secret spot maybe you got. After all the bars are closed, tell me where you wanna go. We can't find a place to park. Open the bottle in our hearts. If you want, I'll tell you anything you wanna know. After everybody leaves, and this party's just you and me. We don't gotta say we're done. We can just wait up for the sun. We still got a lot of good night left to go. After all the bars are closed, and you kiss me like that, like a shot of straight jack. Baby, you're my nightcap. Take it right back. After them after hours, be a bartender on the kitchen counter, wrapping up the night, arms wrapped around you. Baby, now we're talking. After all the bars are closed, tell me where you wanna go. We can't find a place to park. Open the bottle in our hearts. If you want, I'll tell you anything you wanna know. After everybody leaves, and this party's just you and me. We don't gotta say we're done. We can just wait up on the sun. We still got a lot of moonlight left to go. After all the bars are closed, I don't care what we do on the dark side of the moon, just as long as I'm with you when it's time to go. After all the bars are closed, all the bars are closed.
Country Hits VOA. What's going on with Nikki Strong?
We experienced him as a judge on both American Idol and The Voice. Now Keith Urban will headline a new music competition series called The Road, in which he and Blake Shelton journey to discover the next big musician as up-and-comers pile into a tour bus and tackle a grueling schedule. The Road is set to premiere on CBS this fall. Congratulations to Ashley McBride, who shared she has been 1,000 days sober. That's almost 3 years, a huge milestone in her journey of sobriety. Lauren Elena recently shared that she thought she was pregnant with twins, but discovered she was only carrying one baby. She also plans to drop another song called Household at the end of March. And that's what's going on with Nikki Strong this week. Here is pop star Sabrina Carpenter with a country-leaning version of her hit, Please, 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 with some help from Dolly Parton. Country Hits, VOA.
Judgment, I know I have good taste. It's funny and it's ironic that only I feel that way. I promise them that you're different, and everyone makes mistakes, but just don't. I heard that you're an actor, so act like a stand-up guy. Whatever devil's inside you, don't let him out tonight. I tell them it's just your culture, and everyone rolls their eyes. Yeah, I know. All I'm asking, baby, please, 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 don't prove I'm right. Please, 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 don't bring me to tears when I just did my makeup so nice. Heartbreak is one thing, my ego's another. I beg you don't embarrass me like the so nice. And we could live so happily if no one knows that you're with me. I'm just kidding. Really, really, really. Please, 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 don't prove I'm right. Don't prove I'm right. Please, 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 don't bring me to tears when I just did my makeup so nice. Heartbreak is one thing, lying goes another. I bet you don't embarrass me like the others are. Please, please, please. If you wanna go and be stupid, don't do it in front of me. If you don't wanna cry to my music, don't make me hate you prolifically. Please, 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 please,
I let you drive around my mind. I can't count the times you made me feel like I'm nothing. Play me like a fool, like a fool. Saying drink another whiskey, pop another pill. Money makes you happy, heaven isn't real. You won't find nobody to love because your heart's too broke. Now I know you ain't nothing but a liar. Yeah, I walk right out the fire. Yeah, you try to keep me down, try to put me underground, but I'm only going higher. I can hear you in my head, in my bed when I'm dreaming. You try to be my friend, but you're blowing smoke. Oh, and now I ain't scared of telling you where you can go. 'Cause I know you're nothing but a lie. You burned me one too many times. Like a devil in disguise, hiding your true colors. Just leave me alone. Keep leading me on. Saying drink another whiskey, pop another pill. Money makes you happy, heaven isn't real. You won't find nobody to love because your heart's too broke. Now I know you ain't nothing but a liar. Yeah, I walk right out the fire. Yeah, you try to keep me down, try to put me underground, but I'm only going higher. I can hear you in my head, in my bed when I'm dreaming. You try to be my friend, but you're blowing smoke. Oh, and now I ain't scared of telling you where you can go. 'Cause I know you're nothing but a lie. If I was doing what you do, then you would swear I poisoned you. You're nothing but a liar. Yeah, I walk right out the fire. Yeah, you try to keep me down, try to put me underground, but I'm only going higher. I can hear you in my head, in my bed when I'm dreaming. You try to be my friend, but you're blowing smoke. Oh, and now I ain't scared of telling you where you can go. 'Cause I know you're nothing but a lie.
Jelly Roll Liar is still #1 on the Billboard Hot Country Radio Airplay chart. My name is Nikki Strong. Thanks for joining me for this edition of Country Hits VOA, brought to you by Voice of America.
Port Harcourt, are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people. This is Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, voice of the people. Radio has never been this good. Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.